In 2018, the scientific community was shaken to its core with the discovery of the most refined dopamine production method ever, all thanks to this simple game about monkeys popping balloons. Bloons TD6 is an astronomically entertaining and addictive game. It is the undisputed tower defense titan, and I can only echo the sentiment that this game is a handcrafted monkey-infested masterpiece. It's a very simple concept. A balloon will run along the track and monkeys will try and pop the balloon using various natural methods of monkey attack, like darts, goo, and nuclear submarines. So with years of balance patches and updates and a very simple concept of popping balloons, this is a perfectly balanced game with no exploits whatsoever. For our American friends watching, the previous statement was sarcasm. Anyway, pop the kettle on, friends, as it's about to get very funky. A few weeks ago, the developers accidentally implemented the single most overpowered exploit in Bloons TD history, especially some fun silly ones involving monkey-based economics and interest rates, but we chose not to cover them on this channel as they just weren't exciting enough. This exploit, however, is so absurdly broken and fun that the community actively wants it to stay in the game. They're begging the developers not to patch it. So let's go find out what it is and see if we can scratch that innate primal desire to pop balloons. The exploit today is one of tower linking. We'll be linking the abilities of one tower to another, allowing us to create some very silly builds. Let's pull it off. Step 1, you need an alchemist monkey that we upgrade along the middle track to reach total transformation. This requires a rather eye-watering 55,000 monkey money to do. To make this process easier in game, I recommend running the hero Benjamin to get an economic advantage. Step 2, we want to place down several cheap dart monkeys nearby to our alchemist and then activate the transformation ability, turning them temporarily into super powerful monster monkeys. Step 3, we wait for 4 seconds after our monkeys become normal and then place down a tower that we want to link. The towers are linked by overwriting the cache memory of the game, creating this lovely weird connection, whereby selecting one of them selects both of them, and abilities targeting one tower will affect both towers. Now that the towers are linked, we can activate, say, this ability here that turns normal dart monkeys into super monkeys, that consequently have their attack speed massively increased, and notice that this affects the linked tower too, turning even the slowest monkeys into speed demons of death. Now this was indeed very perfectly balanced, but today I actually wanted a challenge. You see, we could use this exploit to destroy the game, and it would become a walk in the park, but I want to see if you can do something unexpected. I want to see if you can beat Bloons TD6 without monkeys. That's right, I intend to take the core mechanic of the game and yeet it out of the bloody window, and see if we can play the game in the opposite way the developers intended. This unfortunately means we are unable to use the above method of quantum linking as it does require monkeys. So none of the above exploit for me. But let's go see what we can do. Welcome into the game, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to see if we can do this on hard. Balloons move faster, I only have 100 lives, and everything's just a little bit more challenging. But if we can beat round 80, we've done something wonderful. So let's begin. Huzzah, welcome to the game. We start with 650 monkey monies in the bank, and already you might notice some fundamental issues. Almost everything in this list is a monkey. For example, sure, I might want a nuclear submarine, but there is very clearly a monkey piloting it, and consequently I can't use that tower. Do I want a plane? Of course I do, but once again, monkey. How about a literal god being that can evaporate stuff using laser vision? Unfortunately, no, because that is still technically, biologically a monkey. I am limited to a handful of towers. The Spike Factory, the Monkey Village, the Banana Farm, the Tack Shooter, and the Bomb Shooter. I have these 5 total towers that I can use, and hopefully, provided everything works out successfully, this is all we will need. Now, first things first, we need to get our early build set up, and so we will place a simple Tack Shooter down in the center of the map. It's a very basic tower, but it's honestly all we can afford. Still, it starts out very simple. Balloons come in from the left and right side of the screen, they circle the center a few times, and provided our Tack Shooter can get enough shots off, we have successfully defeated the balloons. Now, for each layer of the balloon we pop, we get 1 money, and this 1 money we can then spend to buy more towers. Different towers can be used to specialize into fighting different types of balloons. These early types of balloons aren't anything too crazy, but already, as you can see, we need to improve this tower so as to improve its DPS, as the balloons are coming thick and fast. Now, for each layer of a balloon that manages to make it to the other side, I will lose 1 life, and we only have 100 lives. It is very easy to lose these bad boys quickly. Now, I do have a few advantages. For example, the first Spike Factory I place down in the level will be slightly cheaper, and this is going to, of course, be absolutely critical for the success of this plan. Oh, come on, I'm less than 100 away from being able to have my little Spike Factory. Come on, just pop those balloons, damn it. There we go, fantastic. Fantastic, I can now place down my spike factory, which I will do like so. The spike factory, once again, technically does not have a monkey operating it. This bad boy is a fully automated machine. What it does is it places down sharp spikes on the floor, which if balloons interact with, they of course get popped. The spike factory is very good because it targets non-discriminately. This means that sneaky camouflage balloons that can't be detected by the tack shooter can still be popped by the glorious spike factory. Now we're up to round 10, but we're still generally only seeing rather simple balloons. The blues, the reds, the greens. We might get the occasional yellow, but none of them are overly dangerous. And our lovely spike factory combined with the tack shooter are more than capable of dealing with them. But I am scared of what the future may hold. I am scared of the dangers of different types of balloons. Here come the yellow balloons. Yep, these bad boys are speedy, they've got lots of life on them, many layers, and definitely not what you want to have to deal with. Annoyingly, I can't slow down balloons. I can't coat them with goo, I can't use the freeze boy. All of these things are unobtainable. But what I can do is I can increase the spike factory to place bigger stacks. That's right, these stacks now pop more balloons, which increases the value of my spike factory. Wonderful. Right, I'll just speed my way through these early levels as we've done very nicely. Round 13 isn't any problem at all, but the next upgrade I'm going to get is white spikes, as there's quite a high chance we'll start getting lead balloons and ceramic balloons coming through. Now I think it's important we also focus on our economy. Right now I've been saving up money so that I can buy this lovely banana farm. Now bananas, once again, don't technically show a monkey. Consequently, that means I can place it. This bad boy just produces money for us. Every round it will produce a certain quantity of bananas, and then we can sell these bananas for cold hard cash. Oh my goodness, and now we're seeing regenerating balloons and purple balloons. Okay, definitely need more damage. We are starting to get a lot of balloons getting close to cracking through our central defense, which is not good for business. Oh dear, one balloon got away. It got away, no! Oh, well, there was nothing I could do, unfortunately. But this does mean that we are now in a very dangerous spot. I think I now have enough money to place down another one of these spike factories. Come on, yes, okay, another balloon managed to escape. But that's okay, these things happen. Fantastic, enough money, I can place down another spike factory. Let's get producing more spikes. Come on, guys, we can do this. We can defeat the balloon menace. Doesn't matter that I have 2 less lives than I really want. I need to play the economy game if I'm going to survive up to round 80. Oh my goodness, look at these giant purple balloons. They have so much life on them. They just shred their way through my spikes. Oh dear, not good at all. Maybe increasing the production. But now we've got these lovely funky zebra balloons. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of health on them. Oh, and now a long line of red balloons. Okay, very funky. Still, they're pretty easy to defeat, the blue balloons as well. And then I think, yep, they're followed by the greens. But because this is a nice slow round, it gives us a lot of time to place down more and more of these spikes. And there we go, lovely. Our opponents are defeated. Oh, and here comes the fancy lead balloons. Yeah, luckily for us, because we got the upgrade and we can place down these white hot spikes, we're able to pop these bad boys, meaning they're not a problem. But they can definitely catch a few players off early if they're not careful. Alright, another banana farm. Right, I've got our second banana farm down. We just really need to up our production rate. I need as much money as possible so that we can get some of these high level upgrades. Okay, a couple of balloons managed to sneak their way through this round, which was very dangerous indeed. But I've upgraded our damage output, hopefully. We do have to straddle the dangerous line of economy, as well as just improving our damage, because if we slip up on one round, it is over. Oh, and here come the camo balloons. Now, camo balloons, this is often a place where people are caught out. But luckily for us, camo balloons still get popped by our spikes, meaning that this is probably going to be one of the easier rounds for us. Round 34, a little bit more dangerous, definitely more balloons coming thick and fast, but our economy upgrades are getting better. I'm going to improve this banana farm to give us valuable bananas that we can sell for more money. There we go, that now increases its value. Fantastic, there we go, $26 per banana now. And oh my, we're getting some lovely rainbow balloons coming through. These bad boys have so much life on them, but luckily we can still outproduce them. Oh my goodness, look at all of the pink balloons coming through. Jeez, they come through so fast. And now we get some camo balloons. Okay, we did leak one, that's fine. And now an endless quantity of more pink balloons coming through. Bloody heck, this is dangerous. Still, we managed it. We managed to survive. I imagine round 40 is when we're also going to get an additional greater threat. So I'll probably place down a secondary tack shooter up here to soften up some enemies. Oh my goodness, these balloons are very dangerous. Quite likely a couple of them might get through here. Oh, yep, we leaked one. Okay, but that's fine. Otherwise, it went okay. Okay, life is not going necessarily the best. We're down to 51 life, but I've now upgraded the banana farm into a banana plantation. Does massively help with its economic output. Still, these rounds are now getting far too close for my liking. Oh my goodness, we are close to death. We are very close. That's death. Damn it. Oh, okay. Right, round 39, we died. Let's give it another go. Right, welcome back to round 28, ladies and gentlemen. This run's gone a lot better, and it's for one simple reason. I focused pretty much everything into the economy. As a result, we're 3 almost decently upgraded banana farms, all producing us lots of additional cash, which has allowed us to generally improve the central aspect of our build. That said, we need to be ready for when inevitably far too many balloons come a-knocking, and so I'm going to be picking up the overdrive ability on our tack shooter, which allows it to shoot apparently incredibly fast. I like the sound of that. So wabam, it is now an incredibly fast firing boy, and yep, that looks good to me. If we have 21,000 lying around, we can upgrade it to the tack zone and get immense quantities of money. But I think I'd rather sink 20,000 into the banana farm research facility, which would give us a copious amount of banana-based cash. Still, that's thinking for the long game future, because we still have to survive the now. Here comes the camo balloon wave. Of course, normally seen as a bit of a threat, but for us, no problem at all. Camo balloons are not an issue. The next wave, however, yeah, this could be a problem. We've got a lot of yellow speedy boys coming through. Now, I have improved us a little bit by getting this bomb shooter and upgrading it with cluster bombs. Basically, I just wanted a bit of AoE damage to pop a few of the larger balloons down before they soak up all of my lovely spikes. As we're on wave 34 now, so close to where we previously lost the last game, but we won't be making that mistake again. Oh my goodness, here it comes, the big pink wave of death. Yeah, I can definitely see how that managed to defeat me last time. Just look at all of these balloons coming through. Luckily for us, my economy was better, our towers are better, and we can deal with them. Our lovely central tack shooting machine can just pop these bad boys. Brilliant stuff. Right, now I think it's time we set up some of our early deterrents by placing some spike factories near the beginning of the map. What we then want to do is work them down towards the Moab Shredder ability. This is going to allow them to hopefully pop the mother of all balloons that come along, the bosses of this balloony based world. I think once again we've got to focus on the long game, and so I've bought another banana farm. I just want to really get that economy boosted because we're limited by our damage output, and the towers that we can use just makes sense, especially when we're already making so much money. So why not turn that additional money into more money? Look at all of this. Oh, it's our first ever Moab. Ah, right, yes, a big dangerous boy indeed. Not exactly what you want to see, but luckily we can place down some Moab shredding spikes, and that did the trick lovely. Yeah, so those bad boys are going to be coming along more often. They'll be causing a big old problem, but luckily for this time around, we were ready, and we had enough spare cash lying around. All right, there we go. We're up to 4 monkey plantations now. Absolutely fantastic. We've now got ceramic balloons coming our way. These bad boys can be very annoying to pop, but luckily for me, I can upgrade my spike factory to be the perfect counter to them. Geez, our money-making potential is really going great. Do I go for greed? I feel like I want to go for greed again, but it's never a good idea. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. The enemies are becoming plentiful and numerous. Alright, I've improved our starting spikes with Moab shredding abilities so that when the boss waves come, we should be better prepared for them. But look at these evil fortified balloons coming through. Very dangerous. And oh, so much more money is flowing through. Brilliant. Jeez, look at the amount of enemies coming through. Okay, this is dangerous. We need to upgrade our damage output again, I see. Well, I can unlock the Spike Storm ability. Alright, I think once again we just focus more on the economic play, sink more cash into our lovely monkey banana farms, and once we have this bad boy upgraded to banana plantation levels, I think we then start placing down more and more spike factories. It's just look at how fast and dangerous these balloons coming along are. Okay, here come a bunch of ceramics. Oh dear, very annoying, but don't worry, we luckily have lots of explosives around that can deal with them, and fantastic, we survived that onslaught. Okay, round 49 is in full swing, very dangerous indeed. Let's get a few more of our spike factories up and running. The more and more we can trickle away our enemies at the start, the better. And yes, here comes in a Moab. Luckily, we can immediately blow them up. Fantastic. Yes, we are better than bosses. Round 50 was no joke, but it does appear we've actually managed it, unless there's yet more balloons coming. Okay, there's always more balloons coming. Oh, here comes yet another Moab, but once again, it can't survive our Moab shredding spikes. Brilliant. And even though we have a bunch of camo balloons coming through, these spikes can deal with them. Spikes are the perfect counter to camouflage, because you still have to walk around them. Alright, okay, we're just getting some camouflage balloons trickling in. No real problem there. And do I get another banana plantation up? Yeah, okay, I think we do. One final banana plantation. Get this bad boy leveled up, and oh, here comes some bosses. Some Moabs came through, luckily dealt with. Yep, they can't quite make it through my first line of defense, which is always lovely to see. Okay, actually, I take that back. One of the Moabs did make it through. That is not a good sign at all. Come on, money. Please, money. Okay, can do this. We just need to increase this damage output, and we managed to survive it. Okay, round 55 was no joke. We did survive it, but not exactly as comfortably as I would like. Oh, you know, can I get another spike factory in on this side? Yes, I can. Let's go. Fantastic. We just need more damage output. Oh, wait, there's some of the enemies were leaking through there. I saw it. I definitely saw that. There is potential leaks. Luckily, the entranceways are able to defeat the leaks by the time they go through, but that is still a big issue. Oh, dear. Do we go for the tack zone? Even more tacks? I don't know if that's the solution. Maybe an upgraded spike storm? Okay, let's go for a spike storm. It's kind of like a get out of jail free card because it just spews our lovely dangerous spikes all over the map. Oh my goodness, there's so many camo balloons coming through, and these are dangerous camo balloons, the kind that require immense amounts of landmines to deal with. All right, can I get another spike factory down? Yes, I can. I can get another one down over there. Jeez, there's just hardly any space on this map. Oh, but look at all those bananas I just got. Wait, that means there's a boss coming. There's a boss. Right, there's the boss. Big problems indeed. Luckily, we're able to pop quite a few of them. Oh dear, but that's not exactly what you want to see. Come on, can we defeat the boss wave? Yes, we can. Round 60 dealt with. Brilliant. But now these boss balloons are going to be more and more common, which is not nice at all. All right, let's throw out our ability and yeet spikes everywhere. That was effective and bailed us out, but the game is definitely hotting up in terms of pace now. Okay, you know what? We're actually doing okay now. Yeah, we've managed to stem some of the ongoing issues of balloons, although I just say that as a bunch just storm their way around the map, but don't worry, I can do my spike storm and slow that down nicely. I think I want to save up for some spiked mines. That's going to allow us to do some more AoE damage in the center, which I feel like we're otherwise slightly lacking. Come on, we can do this game. Okay, we managed it. We did it. Come on, we're almost up to the point where we can get spiked mines. Come on. Spiked mines? Lovely. Right, fantastic. These are now going to do way more damage and pop out a bunch of additional AoE shots. Brilliant stuff. You know what? I'm surprisingly chuffed by how well this is currently going. If I could get carpet of spikes, that would be brilliant. It's either that or we save up 135,000 for super mines, but I get the feeling that that's going to be quite expensive, as fun as super mines would be. Okay, wave 65 seems like it is some kind of boss wave, but definitely our Moab shredding abilities are proving highly useful indeed. Splendid stuff. Round 65 was a success. Round 66 will be as well. Okay, you know what? We're actually doing pretty decently now. Round 69 is looking vaguely successful. The enemies aren't really managing to actually make their way onto our main track, which was the overwhelming concern that I would have. One thing I can do is just literally spew out even more of our lovely towers to continue to do more damage as the enemies spawn in. But all in all, I think we've got a pretty decent setup. We are pulling close to the final few rounds now, though, which means my banana farms aren't necessarily needed for the long-term success here. As a result, I think in a couple rounds' time, we're going to sell them so that we can probably sink an upgrade, probably carpet of spikes, just to deal with the mass AoE enemies. Okay, let's do that. We'll sell this one, go up to 18,000 now. We could go for banana research facility, but that's an extra 300 every round. I don't think we get any value out of it. Right, we're selling all of the banana farms. We're pivoting the economy. It's a late game economical pivot, but it means we now have more space for our lovely factories. Okay, our spike factory output is going very well. Our economy is in a good state. Round 74. This is going good. I am concerned of the potential issue of a boss making it through, so I've decided to pick up the Moab assassin here. This means if we get one very big boss making our way through, we can target it with this missile. Hopefully it will go down and then we can pick, and then we should be able to block off its escape routes with our other spike factories. Yes, look at this. Our wonderful setup is just brilliant. Okay, here comes some of those bosses now. Yep, okay, we did manage to do a good job of shredding them. Several do make it through to the center, but it's still a glorious success for us. Oh yes, come on. This is the way it was meant to be done. Not a single monkey in sight. Pure mechanization. People are scared of the AI revolution. Little do they know that they need to fear the true revolution. The removal of monkeys from the sacred art of popping balloons. Okay, here comes another big boss. Wonderful big balloon. Spits out even more little balloons, but dealt with no problemo. And the same on the other side now, but once again, we can deal with it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, they are really hammering the boss waves now. Oh my goodness, and look at that. They just sent out a bunch of regenerating. Right, okay, well, we can panic spread a bunch of spikes around the map. There we go. Which probably isn't a bad idea for us to pick up. Okay, here comes some Moabs. Luckily, we are clear clearing our way through them. Fantastic work, my friends. Yes, these mother of all balloons are positively simple to defeat with our glorious stratagems. Okay, round 78. We have 2 rounds to go before I can safely say we have done it. And oh my goodness, that is a big wave of balloons that just came through. Yeah, definitely proving that even though my defenses are strong, they could be better. The entrances and exits just have an endless quantity of spikes on them, which is good because it means if any make it through, by the time they try and exit from the other side of the map, hopefully that exit has been cut off. But still, round 78 doesn't seem too crazy, mostly just balloons spawning in and immediately getting blown up. Oh, here comes some camo balloons. They did crack into the center, but they've been dealt with. There we go. That's what we like to see. If there is a leak, it will be stopped. That's what I want. Okay, round 79. Annoyingly, when we hit into a new round, it destroys most of the spikes of the previous round, which isn't nice. However, we are still in a decent situation. Oh dear, that Moab's making it through. That's not good at all. Right, little panic tack. We'll throw that out. There we go. That was enough. That panic defense was successful. It looks like the spike storm is the way to go with bosses. I'm just going to save up another 400 and then I should be able to pick up a 3rd spike storm ability. Oh dear, here comes another boss. It is making its way through, which is not what we like to see. Still, it will be dealt with. If it gets to the center, we can blow it up. No problem. Okay, fine. Let's use a spike storm. Yeet out those spikes. Pop them all in the center. Lovely jubbly. Jeez, they are really coming now. But the defense is holding, ladies and gentlemen. The defense did hold. Round 80 is upon us, and here comes the ZOMG. This is a gargantuan balloon that spawns red giant waves of balloons with even more balloons inside of them. Let us just throw out our additional waves of spikes. Come on, we've got this. We've got this. Oh, balloons. You thought you could defeat me. You were wrong. Oh, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We proved once and for all that, yes, you don't need monkeys to beat a game entirely dedicated to monkeys popping balloons. Yep, it just turns out, just go crazy. Don't do that. Don't obey the rules. Make your own game. And I'm going to see how long we can actually last in effectively overtime. I'm just going to speed our way through the game and hopefully see if we can actually keep level with our opponents. Oh my goodness, round 85, we actually got 2 ZOMGs, but luckily, no problem at all. Dealt with basically minor issues. Yeah, honestly, we might be able to get a decent way into the game. I think the furthest I've ever seen someone get into Bloons TD was around about like wave 500. At that point, the game is running at effectively single FPS, but it can be beat. Anyway, let's do another carpet of spikes. Jeez, there are a lot of balloons now. Okay, we've got to do a second one. Okay, the spike storm is becoming more and more necessary in order to beat some of these later rounds, but that's okay, as I now have 5 of them that I can summon out. Around 89 does indeed appear to be a success. Round 90 is now upon us. A bit more of a dangerous round, but that was fine. Okay, round 91. Oh, geez, there's so many big red balloons. Got to use about 3 hits of spike overload, but it did successfully defeat our enemies. Oh, and now there's 4 ZOMGs. Brilliant, that's exactly what I want to see. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, somehow we are managing it. Can I make it to round 100? I have no idea. I wish to believe. I dream I can, but nope, that's it. Game over. Round 93. Oh my goodness. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think we could do better. I would love to see you attempt this same challenge and tell me how far you're able to get on the very same map. It's a very interesting way of playing the game, and I do love a good challenge, so I'd strongly recommend you give it a wiggle yourself if you're interested. Anyway, as always, I hope if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like. And why not hop on down to the comment section to tell me what games you're playing, because I will then take that information, find the game you're playing, and destroy it in a way that makes you never want to play it again. And that means only I'm allowed to have fun with things. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. A huge thank you to our lovely patrons and channel members. And hey, if you haven't already, why not consider subscribing? Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye for now.